Hey guys, welcome back to Confusing Bits. This is Corey, and today I want to talk about Jules Verne's collected works, Journey to the Center of the Earth, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Around the World in 80 Days. This is part of this book specifically is part of the Everyman's library. You can see here. And you may be wondering if you're a book collector or whatever you're looking for. I have tried several different editions to figure out what kind of collection I want to start for my classic collections. And this is a very strong contender. I bought several different ones. I bought like the Penguin cloth classics or whatever, which are crap. And I bought several different. I bought several different variations. This was the first one I have actually been really impressed by the actual physical book. It's pretty nice. Nice looking. Like if you like the claw cover instead of the slip. And it feels like a solid book. And I think it's well worth the money in case you were wondering. So that's the physical book. So what? May be wondering whether you should read Jules Verne. I think Jules Verne is excellent. Although going back to it, I read it when I was a child, and having come back to it, I realized how really simple the stories are. So it seemed very like I don't know if they were intended to be, but they very much seem like they were intended to be children's stories. And so coming back to it, I was like, this is a lot simpler than I remember it. So, but I did enjoy the stories. Full disclosure, I did. So I have read these before, although I don't remember like exactly when. It was definitely like maybe middle school or something like that. That we read. It wasn't like a school assignment, so it was definitely something I did on my own. But because sometimes you have to hate read something, for school, and this wasn't it. But yeah, it held up from what I remember, but definitely a lot simpler than what I remember. But as far as the full disclosure, I do most of my reading on audiobooks, and there are some excellent audiobooks on Audible for all of these stories. Well, at least I did Journey to the Center of the Universe and Around the World in 80 Days, and I did both of them. In fact, I think I did both of those as the dramatization, not just the reading, but they had like a kind of like a audio drama. There's different versions of audios books. Anyway, they have a version that's called a dramatization. I've never done a dramatization before of audible dramatization or whatever. It was really good. I do have a thing like with sometimes like the voice actors, they'll be doing their accents or whatever, and I find them a little grating after a while. Like there was Around the World in 80 Days, the one of the like the little assistant guy, I can't remember his name. Guys, it's been 6 months since I read this book, so the guy who was doing the French guy's books, he started to grate on me. I wasn't sure like if it was just the voice or if it was the character itself, because I didn't really like the character either, because like he like he was like supposed to be assisting like the dude who's like the main honcho or whatever. I can't remember his name. This is gonna drive me nuts. But anyway, uh, and he like betrays him like in an obvious way, like completely obvious that he's giving just jabbing his mouth and not paying attention to any of the warning signs. It just terrible. It's not a good guy. He's played off like he's the lovable, doofus or something. I don't know is what they're trying to go for, but for me, having reread it, I was like, man, this French guy is an asshole. So anyway, um, yeah, really lovable books. Very obviously very early kind of science fiction, especially the journey to the center of the universe. Like that's a wild ride. I don't remember these stories being so like short and simple. Like Journey to the Center of the Earth is literally they just go down. They make a big deal about going down and why they have to go down, and then they go down and then they come back up. Well, they go down and then moments later they come back up. It's kind of strange. Kind of a surreal story. It's almost like a fever dream. I remember listening to audiobook and it gets to the end where they're coming back up, and I'm like, really? That's the end of the book? It was really kind of an abrupt end, it seemed like. So anyway, it was a enjoyable book, especially if you're wanting to dip your toes into the classics. I would very very much, these are kind of light reading. They're not challenging at all. They're fun. They'll give you cultural context and all that jazz. I think they're well worth the read. It's not like you got to trudge through them at all. They're very very simple stories, very very entertaining. So anyway, yeah, I would recommend that you read them if you're interested in doing a little bit of science fiction reading. If you're interested in doing some reading of Jules Verne, definitely pick this up. And if you are looking for thinking about a collector's, try one of these Everyman libraries books and see how you like them. I will definitely be buying more of these, almost certainly, for the books that they have available for these. So anyway, yeah, that's all I got for this one. Next week we'll have Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary, and I will see you guys then. Toodaloo.